Hello there, greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's. This is the second portion of the webinar. Okay, yeah, webinar went on for quite a while, so I'm gonna rebuild my energy. So, all right, we get started. Zoe's here. He's outside the camera. You might be able to hear him. So he's quiet. Man, you're weird. Yeah. What's on your mind? Wow. Quiet. That's unusual. So let me see him. That's just, no, I'm not talking. He's just talking to himself. So, all right, here we go. All right, if you're new to all this, this is ivanteller.com. This is a webinar portion. You can find that here. This is where you can sign up. I know it's not exactly the best way to sign up, but this is how you sign up. And if you have issues signing up, I still have not put a link here, but if you have an issue, just put webinar issue instead of just asking me. I don't know how to post my question because I don't know what that means. So if trying to get into the webinar, well, anyway, just make sure I know what you're talking about. Let's put it that way. This is I'm not sure what this is. Oh, this is the calendar for the week. It's sort of open this week because of work situation. I have to close certain times now, but for the most part, it's open. This weekend's open as far as I can tell. I have gift cards, easy purchase. Google Hangouts, Skype, Zoom, and channeling by phone. There's also you can submit a question here. This is a pretty popular part of the site also. And well, we'll go into the Spirit Social. This is just an alternative to this shop. And submit a question, healing, past life regression, message from Yeshua, channeling, consulting, 5-minute healing. Other methods to create for sessions. One question from a day of chakra healing, from a day of soul painting, from Stephanie, Angelic Reiki from Miguel. So this is what keeps the engine running, keeps me online, keeps the information flowing. There's also about page, donate page for wishing no more. There's also a cartoon book, and it is available on Kindle. I'm not sure about the Apple Books thing, but you also see two different this is where I don't know why they have it where you go to the book and it doesn't show the Kindle. Oh, there you go. Finally, because the Kindle and this weren't on the same page. Now they are. Okay. I guess because it was still connecting. So that's cool because that's why I had two different links here. Because it wasn't showing both the links. So yeah, I can do unlimited read. Whoa. Unlimited reading on that. Pretty fancy. So all right, we'll get started. So thank you for your support, and here we go. Well, maybe. Well, greetings to those in the chat. Greetings, everybody. Organic Apple, Symmetry. Greetings, everyone. Yeah, I don't have energy to answer your questions in the chat. My brain is it's on overload recently. It's not good. So, of course, channeling helps with that. Helps ease the complexities of the mind. So, I think a lot of it is the astral connection. It's part of it too. So, all right, here we go. Bringing positive vibrations from the angels, the archangels. Cat over there, give you some energy. He's actually taking a nap. I envy him. Okay, here we go. Kitty and Dance, any messages for me? All right, connecting to your angels, the deduce your health is going in a good direction. You are relieving yourself of low vibrations, especially coming from the relationship situation. You're also opening up yourself to more positive timeline. Basically, sometimes you're kind of wondering. what direction you're going in. I have a distraction here. 1 second. Sorry, I have a slight distraction that's causing me to. Sorry about that. Okay. My energy. Basically, yeah, you're just seeing, you're connecting more to a positive timeline. You're letting go of all the interference. You understand things more when it does come in. I don't see, well, through relationships, you know, they can get heated, but I believe you're also finding yourself in a better situation for that. If not now, in the future. I believe in the, well, now and the future, but basically they'll have less drama. I mean, that's where you're focusing on. Question 2, any other messages? You're connected also to the Arcturian energies recently, but I'm also seeing underwater guild Arcturians that you're connected to, of fish being Arcturians that are on this. I see glowfish is very Arcturian, and you go to Arcturian worlds, you see glowfish flying around actually. So that's probably pretty. It's also, you know, as you connect to the higher realms, the fifth dimension, fifth dimension, everything for the most part is at a high vibration. Just think of glowfish. I'm seeing like a purple kind of color, but just glowfish in general kind of gives you an idea what the fifth dimension or what it looks like. It's a lot more vibrant colors that we cannot focus on in this dimension. That is something to focus on in meditations if you wish to do so. I believe you feel healing from that too, from what I'm picking up on, and others also. Freddie, sorry, in my early morning meditation, I had visions where I was introduced to 5 or more ETs dressed like space crew. Interesting. First one looked like a mouse. Neat. Second, a mantis with a long dress. That's awesome. Third, that's great. Yeah, I could see that. Third, a pink woman with 2 antennas. Was on a ship. Is there a message? Yeah. Well, it also shows you're opening up to more of this. Now, this is part of your mission. This is a healing, but also they're letting you know slightly, and others, of the diversity of the universe that we're not fully ready for. But this is like a drop of information to get people to understand all this. So your energy sends out to others, like confirming what they're seeing is real and not made up. Yes, it was a ship connection. It has. This is your mission here. Not to say you're here to talk, tell everybody about mantis and long dresses, but in some ways, yes. Is that basically that I can see a lot of women dressed like that as a mantis. You know, a lot of humans here are very connected to these species, and your energy is, at least in astral, is bringing that awareness out slowly. You're just part of the awareness that beings like this, of course, is a lot more. But yeah, you're on track. You're basically letting the hood of yourself open up more. You're ready for it, obviously, but it does seem like you're bringing assistance to this. And this is basically your galactic family. I believe there's a lot more strangeness. I see a 3-headed being, also a Palladian 3-headed being. And I do see each of them have like one eye, or I almost see like, what I see is like one being has one eye, this being has one, this head has one eye, this one has one eye, and this one has no eyes, but seen through more its telepathic third eye. So it kind of gives you more. Basically, more of this stuff's going to come to you. From what there's probably more, but they're not allowing it to come through. Question 2. I saw 3 letters on a small yellow paper. BWR. I Googled it, and it's a boiling water reactor in a nuclear facility like the one that exploded in Japan. Who sent me this, and what is the purpose? I believe more of I feel a Palladian Nordic energy was behind that. And that's also the being that was there with these other beings. Well, it does seem like your assistance is around the nuclear plants, from what it seems. That's part of your mission too, from what it feels like, at least astrally. So, yeah, because a lot of them are in this situation of it's not well, not just in Japan but other places. It's a place where you want alien activity around your nuclear power plants. You will find it. Well, there's also a lot of zeta energy there, and a positive actually. All right, yeah. So there's also a lot of cryptic energy for your message that they're not going to bring up here, but they can't give you full details. But I believe you have an idea. I believe more will come to you as needed. But realize also, I believe if you're wondering where a lot of manipulations are happening, it's around those nuclear areas around the world. I would want to say the Arab world is where a lot of, I believe they have nuclear reactors there. So, anyway. So, all right, I'll leave you with that. Zeniki, my bottom lip tends to move to one side when I talk. Why is this? How can I heal it? I believe it's a past life. From what I picked up on, where your bottom lip was very injured, is what I see. What I recommend is a meditation, basically, to go into that past life to heal that. You might see someone comfortable in this there, possibly, or ask for, before you go to sleep, ask for a clearing of it. And that's saying 100% that it should help. It might take some time for it. I believe it will find it's, and I'm not getting a clear indication of what it's not good. This morning I had a dream where I came across a huge cobra at a market. The cobra leaps into the middle of the market and willingly put its head into the jaws of a turtle. It was killed. I feel like I was a cobra. Let me read this. But the cobra and the turtle was a dear friend. And the experience felt, like I was finally home, and it can be with the turtle forever. Yeah, you're combining energies. Notice how, I would say a lot of it was, see, you went into the turtle and then you died. But it's combining vibrations. So you feel like you're at home. So I believe it's just you're going through a healing phase, is what I see. You're healing the old self of you, basically. And now you're reuniting with the turtle. And yeah, there is somebody that you know, yeah. I believe so. I believe what you're picking, you're just combining. I believe it's a romantic energy, but I believe, well, either way, it's who you think it is. Let's put it that way. And yeah, you're just you're kind of cutting off the old self of you also. And notice the turtle is very, very subtle, and you are the cobra. That's kind of like, not to say you're like, but in some ways feel like you have to be like a cobra. But now you're with the turtle energy, just mostly laid back and just taking it easy. But I believe they're both part of, it's both reptile. I believe so. Yeah, I love the turtles. They're great. It's like they do look like, I have to admit, some turtles do look like snakes. Their heads, some of them do. So that's interesting. They're like just an armored snake in some regard. It's interesting. Crystal Snow, are there any messages from my guide? Stephen. One moment. Yeah, you're clearing a lot of low vibrations from family. I'm feeling the Merlin energies around it you're connecting to. I do see you connected to very much Merlin and other in spirit. It does seem like you go to him for advice at times. He's kind of stubborn there too, but it seems like the Merlin energy is very strong with you. and that will bring more focus into you when the time is right. But your family has a lot of interactions with him in the past. I don't think he was the most positive to them, though. He's had his moments, but it does seem like with the Merlin energies, you can calm his energy, you can calm him down. But you have a lot of interactions with him earlier. I imagine that will open up a part of you that you were not aware of. I could be wrong, but it does feel like it. It's a part of you that has been hidden for some time, it seems. So, and your family has something to do with it because I think they felt some of the wrath of his wrath. And it come to you. I don't think they're part of your family. I think another reason why you're in this family is to heal them too. Yeah, we are in the science fiction world, aren't we? Yeah, there's more that meets the eye, that's for sure. So I keep looking at the cat for no reason. Question 2. Any messages from my guide, Robert? Well, now he's going to continue on that, on the first message. Apparently, with Merlin's energy, you've been connecting to a lot because you're connecting more to your higher self recently. So the Merlin energies are most likely, when need to, will come to you as you're going through a healing phase that is unknown to what you are used to as a path. And it also does seem like you might get visions of the future, possibly. I see a bunny energy, a rabbit energy around you. Imagine I've mentioned that maybe. The rabbit energy is with you as because it's for good luck. So if you see it in a meditation, it just shows, it just kind of just gives you more that you're on the right path. But also realize you're connecting to you're connecting more to your higher self energy. So some of it might be decrypted, cryptic. You have a lot of medieval lifetimes, and not exactly want to see, but there's a lot there that is kind of buried for a good reason. You don't need to see that stuff, but they're not giving me, and they're not telling me anything, but just like some of that stuff probably don't want to see, but when you're ready for it, it might just burst out of you, meaning you're just like an image or something, because it does seem like you're going in that direction. The way you're going as you're raising your energy, you're allowing this to come out finally. It's like, I'm ready to see this stuff. It's like, okay, I'm feeling a lot better in this dimension. Before I was like, oh, I'm not sure about this world yet. And I've been here for a long time. I'm still not sure about it. But it does seem like, now understand, that will help, the whole world. If they solve this, if they can pick up on this stuff, I tell you, a lot of the problems of the world will really heal itself very quickly. More people are open, because it's all so much stuff we're carrying around. We have no idea why some of the stupid stuff we do. It has a lot to do with we're just incarnations where we have bad habits. We reconnect to those bad habits. So anyway, all right. Stephen Davies, in my mind's eye, there is an object spinning around. What is this? It does seem like this is an Arcturian healing energy that is with you, but also shows that you are speeding up your timeline, meaning that your time might fly in certain times, certain days. It's just that your vibration is speeded up. I know it sounds odd, but it does seem like there will be days that feel like they fly by. And that has to do with your work in Astral, it seems. Now, others might connect to that and see something different. That's what I'm saying. You're also decoding yourself too, meaning you're allowing more of yourself to come out. Your angelic self, your spiritual self. So you're shedding the third dimension more. So, you're just you're leaving out. You're going out of body more too. It seems you're not remembering it. You're not remembering it. Obviously, going to Astral, but your out of body is a little bit different. It seems it's heavier. I mean, you're taking more of yourself with you. I know it sounds weird, but we go into Astral, we take ourselves, but it does seem like you're taking more of yourself. I know I don't even know. I'm not sure if I know what that means, but it does seem like you're taking more. Either way. Any messages for me? Any messages though? As it connected to the next message, I see a reptilian presence there that you have been connecting to. I believe like an old friend. I get the name Barnabas. Does me assisting you in your awakening process. As part of your galactic family, you are connecting to Odysseus on ship with this being. It's almost, I know this is the worst thing to bring up, but almost like Chewbacca in Star Wars, but not the flying dog. Though. It's kind of like a flying dog, not like that. But he's like your co-pilot, basically. He's like your mentor in a lot of ways too. It is one that he's had many lifetimes of darkness on this world as a warrior. It's when you go to an astral quite a bit. You might see him. He's very, very, very kind. But the reason for the reptilian, he's just so familiar with it. And he's had many hard lifetimes here. And I believe you fought next to him also on this planet in the past. But you have not taken on he's been tortured and all. Not good stuff. But the reason for the reptilian incarnation is for him to heal himself. So it's not really an incarnation we would choose, actually, but it does seem like it's helping him clear his human lifetimes out. And that's what I'm getting from him. You could probably pick up on it. I do believe you bring assistance to him in his healing process from what I pick up on. It's almost like your twin brother in some regard. That's what I'm seeing. I know it's interesting. Well, you might see him in your most likely you'll see him in his meditations. And I see a lot of colors around him. I see him as green, but I see him working with colored energies. That's fascinating. Very neat. James, are you able to tell me how many total past lives I have had? Or I'll do what I can. It seems like they don't always give the full. Jeez. Okay, well, I guess with you, they're giving you a bigger number. Well, total past lives on Earth. Well, you gotta be clear about Earth I'm seeing Earth lifetimes 1,000, alien almost 1,000,000, maybe more than that. But understand this is the universe. Understand you came from another universe also. This is this universe we're talking about. They show you had incarnations as a rock, as a dinosaur. The rock one's interesting. I'm just a rock. I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's I don't normally get connections like that, but yeah, definitely. He might have been a very big rock, but either way, definitely rocks do have consciousness for sure. So and definitely many lifetimes as a bird. Actual birds, like alien birds, yes, but birds don't have on this planet, so that's why there's so many. So your energy is obviously connected. There's probably more than 1,000,000, but it's a ballpark. Let's put it that way. Question 2: can you tap into the half cat phenomenon to see what or who is causing it? And mostly in England, but also in Canada, U.S. people have been finding their pets and a few other animals dead in the gardens and lawns with bloodless surgical cuts and sometimes organs removed, no blood whatsoever. That one I have not heard about. All right, now it's let me check that real quick. Mystery Half Cat. Yeah, it's in Vancouver. Yuck. There's some of it is rituals that's going on with the cabal. When I first read it, I saw reptilians involved with it too. But I'm also feeling there's beings that are Agarthian beings that are not exactly the most comfortable and nice, like kind of like trolls. But I hate to bash on trolls, but it does seem like a troll beings of Agartha are involved with it. They're not seen, that's for sure. But it seems like some of this is ritual. through yeah, that's very ritual. That's, like I said, troll energies are involved with it too, but it seems like a lot of this is yeah, this is part of the satanic groups, it seems. Mostly the satanic groups. I did feel the Agarthian being, but that's very rare. It happens, like a troll, very, very rare. This seems like it's more of a satanic cult from what I'm saying. Yeah, I just got an indication of that. So yeah, that's yeah, it keeps itself quiet, but it does seem like it is connected to the elites. Especially what you say here. It's mostly in England, but also Canada. England is a Illuminati center, seated center. Of course, Rome is also, but England's is where a lot of the work is done. The banking system, yeah, it's ritual. Yeah, Canada is not so much, but also feels like the troll energies that they're connecting to. I believe it's not exactly the being itself they're connecting to, but the energy of a low vibrational troll is what I'm picking up on. It does make a one-eyed troll also, is what I'm seeing. So it is a dark demonic energy there. That's not good. Yeah, it's spooky stuff. So the rituals they have certain reasons for it, certain times of the year. Yeah, they just have, and where they leave it, you just feel like that's where it needs to be. It's activation for why they leave it in certain areas. So that was fascinating. Let's see, Carol, are there any messages for me? Yeah, there. Let's see here. I'm seeing a lot of Agarthian princess incarnations you have had that has been similar to what you would see on a Lord of the Rings, like in the books, movies. A lot more exciting though. I also see as one that would unpossess people that have been connected to lower energies, demon energies. But yeah, your Agarthian world is very much it's vast. It's you're part of like when you call it Middle Earth, meaning is more like the neutral side of Agartha, where the dark and good kind of collide together quite a bit. There is a very positive side of Agartha. There's also another side that's kind of we learn a lot in that area. It's actually a very exciting area. Yes, it is very, very dangerous too. I think that's yeah. It's Middle Earth is the neutral part of Agartha, from what I'm picking up on, from what I'm gathering. And you had many, many incarnations with that, and it has a lot to do with, you know, like with war there. You know, when the positive wins. I mean, even with war, nobody really wins, but positive vibrations do conquer darkness. That energy does go off into our dimension, and when the dark succeed, that low vibration comes through. Also, it causes war, and positive causes peace. So, yeah, there's probably a whole world there that you can connect to. I think Game of Thrones. I don't know. I saw some of Game of Thrones. It looked pretty boring, but I didn't get very far with Game of Thrones. But it's similar to obviously. I think this is more connected to more like what Tolkien did, sort of. At least the look of everything. And some of the politics. Game of Thrones is I don't know what that is, but anyway, definitely has a lot of dragons for sure. Question 2: are there any messages for the world from Archangel Ariel? Yes, find what is positive about yourself and explore it, share it with others. Realize you are a supernatural being, a being that can go beyond this earth. It is just humans feel like they're so bombed by negativity they can't do anything. Realize they can reverse it and go anywhere you want. Astral is everywhere. Your mind can open up that world easily. Even meditation can be opened up easily, where you can meditate in your daily world. Your life can become a meditation. Many are aware of this, but it's not always you connect with because you're connected to the third dimension. But you can have a meditative day if you wish to. But some are bogged down with so much stress, it's very difficult to connect. But you can also ask for a meditative day or a meditative life where your life is a meditation. Basically, so you're always connected to spirits. You are already, but you become more connected. You're more aware of it. Okay. Pamela, are there any messages for me from the Bug Collective? Yes, you're very connected to the butterflies. The butterfly energies, you can almost see it. That's a butterfly is like a third dimensional fairy. And that is an incarnate. I do see you as a fairy with butterfly wings. But some do have fly wings, but you have mostly butterfly wings. And energy is very strong with you at this time. Basically, you can connect, you can meditate with their energies. Most likely, you will see yourself, to free yourself from the third dimensional, what I say, brainwashing. Is basically to free your mind. The more free you feel, the more connected you will be. And this is a message for others also. Connecting to the insectoids can help you awaken, and that elementals, of course. It's whatever works for you, of course. Question 2, are there any faith angels? Yes. I feel like they're mostly young children, though. They're angel children. So, and they are around children all the time, especially in dark situations. But there's almost like indigo children. Basically, it keeps the child alive, keeps your inner child alive. Maggie 777. Any messages from my guides? Let's see. I feel a lot of Nordic Palladian energies around you at this time. Basically, they seem to be bringing a halo energy around you to help you release negative energies and connect to your more positive self. Yeah, it's almost feel like you're climbing a mountain in this life, but it is getting easier, but you're at the top where it's very cold. But it's also helping you connect to your higher self and your guides, basically to not give up. Yeah, you're still climbing that mountain in some regard, but you're also releasing a lot of low vibrations, male energies that have not been very positive to you in the past. You're releasing a great amount of that. They also show a doorway at the top of the mountain that you're going through. It's a doorway of light to basically connect you more with nature and just connect you more to your higher self. You're allowing yourself to heal, and that's not been easy, because not healing, you're learning lessons from those wounds, but it seems like you're releasing those wounds and finding yourself. Question 2, any messages from Yeshua? Yeah, he shows Excalibur during King Arthur time period. He said you're very much alive during that time period. That time period is very real. It was very mythical also. That's why it's been lost in time. As for the dragon dinosaurs, were definitely part of this earth. And a lot of them were removed. A lot of them flew away, but a lot of them were removed because the low vibrations were causing a great pain to many of them. So humans did not understand them. Humans are actually quite awake during that time. Not fully awake, but they were more awake then than they are now. And this was a part of England. It seems that was like a sacred area where King Arthur was, and you're very much involved. I do see you as a fairy energy during that time, but you were seen. You're bringing, humans guidance. Blessings. Maddie, can you see my uncle? I can't pronounce that name, but he passed over. What was his reactions and thoughts when he crossed over and realized that there's so much more to life? Yeah, is he? Let's see. Well, he knew there was a greater energy. We didn't understand it. It was like a very powerful wind, but it was like awakening your mind. It's like your mind is opened up. Now it's like a major download. It's like walking into a room of light, but everybody wants you to be there. It's so welcoming and loving. You almost want to cry because you're so loved. So being loved like that it's like a love you never experienced. And so it makes you not want to leave. Ever. So it's just he wishes humans on this world can experience it more. And yeah, the world's a learning, as he says. It's figuring itself out. And he's bringing assistance to that too. I see him as an angel, actually. A guardian angel. I see him around you and others. Probably family. So, a guardian angel. I see him with wings. And question 2, can you ask my guides if there's any messages or advice about my third eye? Just give it time. Realize I've seen the tree people around you. So if there's anything you're going to see, it's going to be a tree person. Give you that idea. Yeah, tree energy is very strong with you. It's just, I do see you as a female tree too. In other incarnations, probably on this world too. But that is something you can bring into your meditations if you wish. It's up to you, but that tree energy is very strong with you. And the third eye energy, it basically, the more connected, more you understand nature, the more you receive nature, the more you will heal. The more your third eye will open. Just give it time, though. Don't force it. Don't act like it's work. Just don't make it work. Just feel the energies of nature, whatever nature wanted to connect with. You can just bring it into your meditation also. Obviously, there's nature everywhere, but yeah, just a slight walk, you can connect to the trees. Some might not talk, some will. They're just, they're all different. So some don't need to talk. I don't feel like they need to. But it doesn't matter. You still feel their energies. Marianne, any messages for me? Yes, it does seem like you're taking a big step in Agartha. As for transforming your vibration, bringing more healing energy around you. Yeah, they're saying Agartha, you're going further into a place in Agartha that you don't normally go to. As to you discovering more about yourself, I do see you as a female warrior in your past incarnation, and you're reconnecting to that lifetime, but bringing more of a spiritual sense to it. I see you in armor as a female warrior of the past. And I believe you were quite successful with that too. It's not something history writes down very often, but it did happen. Like the 1500 time period. But it does seem like you're going further into your spiritual self, basically, what all this means. And lifetimes will open up. I just got a flash of the Titanic around you. I'm not sure if you were there, but you might have been. I just got a flash of that. So if you were on there, I see you as a kid. I think you were. Well, I'll let you connect with that. That just came out of nowhere. Yeah. I see you as very young. I think you're a kid. I don't think you survived either. I know. There's a very happy message there, but I definitely feel that Titanic energy is with you. That just came out of nowhere. She just got a flash. So I haven't had like something like that. Well, I've had them, but I had one with a guy in a circle, a psychic circle. This is like 3 or 4 years ago. I saw him with Jesus, and I told him about it. I was like, I saw him with Jesus. He was like, I forget exactly who it was, but anyway, I told him about it. He almost just fell to the floor in tears. So interesting. That seemed to have the same effect. I mean, the same energy of that. So, second question: any messages from the angelic world? It does seem like you're teaching Archangel Michael some things, but in a nice way, of course. But you're almost like a mother energy around him. And realize you see him as very much a youngster here. So your energies have been around for a very long time. And he's like a new kid on the block on this planet. And yeah, he's still just a kid in a lot of ways. So yeah, you have like a mother energy around him. I do connect to others where they're his girlfriend, a lot of that, but you're more like the mother energy. That's something I don't really connect with. Interesting. Yeah, I just felt you're giving him advice. It's like, I'm going to reincarnate in this world and you better help me. You almost give him like an ultimatum in some regard. I think there's other. It's like, if you want to be this big, this angel of, whatever, the rock star angel, I remember I was there when you were in diapers or something like that. I really do see that from you. Something I don't connect with very often. That's funny. Symmetry, any messages for me? Let's see. Well, yeah, you're learning more to trust your instincts and to just continue to do so. You are making your life better. If you need to talk to somebody to let some of your anger or whatever it is that's bothering you, do that. Because it does seem like you're making a lot of progress. Whoever, somebody online, it's good to be truthful in what you need to release. I believe you do that here quite often. And you do. But I believe you want to go further. And it really is causing a positive effect for you. It's basically all this stuff's just piled inside of you and you're just losing your mind. Quite understandable. So having somebody to talk to release all of this seems to work. At least I feel like, however you're going about it, it does seem like it's working. Let's put it that way. But the more you talk to find somebody that would willing to listen to all this, therapist or whatever it might be, you will. I see you transforming yourself in a positive way. It's just so much anger for this dimension world. I do see you as a Zeta captured here and tortured by other beings, probably reptilian. It's another reason why you have difficulties on this planet. You're healing. You came here to heal yourself and to face your demons too. It's the only way you're going to heal, because you've been running away from it in other incarnations. It's like, I'm just going to have to face everything. Feel like you got captured by reptilians. But you're not holding anything against them. I don't see you doing that, because I think you're doing something you shouldn't have been doing. So that's what it seems like. But you're facing a lot of. I don't think you're being bad, but anyway. Either way, you're facing your demons here. But I believe that's a big part of your incarnation here. It's more to it than that, but I believe you're making great progress. Don't be afraid to express yourself, though, at least with the right people. But definitely find somebody you can talk to for sure. If you have not found somebody right now, but trust me, it will. The more honest you are, the better. The more just talk as long as you need to, because the more you flesh out, the better. If you have tears or rage or whatever it might be, it will help you renew yourself. You definitely need it. But I do feel the progress there, but there's much more to be done, of course. Question 2: What have I been doing in Astral? Yeah, connected to Anunnaki, but the Zetas, it does seem like you're working on a hybrid species with them. It's something. It's a project that's been going on for a long time. It does seem like it's on a planet, on a planet with no life on it, pretty much like a rock planet. But it seems it's where you're not bothered, and you're bringing whatever you need there. So that's pretty neat. But it seems to be it's a friendly connection. It just seems to be. Yeah, no, you'd probably much rather be there than here, but that seems to be what's going on at this time. Pretty fascinating. Noah, the Greek philosopher Socrates, claimed to hear a voice in his head that told him what was right and what was wrong. What was the voice, and was it talking to him? Well, yeah, it's the spirit guide connections, I believe. He's connected mostly to his higher self energies, but I believe his guides also. His inner voice, basically. He allowed it to come through. He wasn't afraid of it. It's not schizophrenia, it's just I do see him as almost a six-dimensional being in some regard. Question 2, how true are Plato's writings about Atlantis? Sort of. Well, he got what he could. It feels like he had more, but it was destroyed. That's what it feels. It feels a lot of it was erased. So I believe it was an interpretation that he could only understood. I believe he went further into it, but that was taken away. So it's pretty decent, but there's a lot more. It's okay. It's true, but there's a lot more to it. It's like allegory. Yes, it's very allegory. I believe, like I said, I believe he actually connected to more of the truth through his his ancestors, and a lot of beings wanted that information destroyed. So in some ways, I felt like he was breaking the rules of even talking about it. I'm surprised that even there's a lot of ways it feels like I was surprised that even it survived, because there was a true wish for that to be erased from history. So luckily, what he brought in was there's a lot more to it, but it's an interpretation. Let's put it that way. But anyway, nope. Not answering that. All right, Donna Riggs. Let's see. Question 1. My dog Trixie doesn't seem to want to eat her food. I was wondering if the food she doesn't like her age, or if she's just not feeling well. Does she need a trip to the vet? Let's see. I think she's been kind of moody recently. Probably be good to at least call the vet. But I would change other things to change her food. I'd try. I mean, like my cats, they use cat treats. Like they rather eat the treats than their own food. So I would call the vet and talk to them about it. They might be able to give you some different sample food that you can try to see if that works. But you might end up having to take her in. It's hard to say. She's not saying anything. She's just not in the mood. But it doesn't mean you can't try to give her something different. She still needs to eat. I would just talk to the vet and see where you get with that. Yeah, I would just call him up, because it does seem like I just see a lot of mood swings around her. So she just I think it's just what's going on. The visitations. There's it's just the energy around. Can you explain why the Palladians are considering contact with me? How will this explain? expand on the planned purpose of humanity. Well, basically, it's up to you if you want to have a visitation. I believe you've been asking for one, so they're bringing consideration. Now, if you don't want one, it won't happen. But then again, people say I don't want it, it happens anyway. So I believe it's in high consideration. This Mike and Astral, you're connected to him, also planning it out. So who knows when this will happen or how it will. It does seem like a few miracles will happen to show there's a presence going on. So I would leave you with that. But it's definitely a well, the purpose for humanity is to know that there's a presence here. Basically, it's part of the ascension process. Like, a lot of people don't believe in aliens, and then someone in your area says you have like the local paper, and you're telling them, "Yeah, I had this happen, or I saw a being, or you know what I mean." You had a first contact visitation, and people around you call you crazy, and then some people's like, "Oh, maybe there's something to this." You know, that's part of the ascension process. So let's put it this way: it's a possibility that this is going to be your contribution. That's what I'm getting. Denise, any messages from the angels? Let's see. I do see a timeline's movement around you. It does seem like you're moving in another direction, maybe not physically, spiritually, possibly physically after job change or something like that. Does seem to be in the area. Some kind of changes in the air doesn't mean it's going to fully happen, but it does seem like the energy is there for it, seems in some regard. Or a sail or something you might sail, it's not giving not giving you a full indication with any of that. But either way, there's a change on this way, doesn't mean it's going to happen soon. Any message from the prime career is basically you are, let's see. Basically says destiny can be done in different ways. You're not always going to see it. But with your energy vibration, your angelic energies, the ability to heal is very strong with you, but it's also showing like a necklace, like a gemstone and a necklace is, he said it basically had an incarnation of like a jeweler, one that created jewelry in a previous incarnation. So you're very connected to stones and emeralds and things of that sort. And you connect to stones again, you might have a past life flashback. Most likely you will. Of the olden days, basically. And it should also allow a healing for you also. When I'm connected to this, I see a lot of Arcturian energy. As basically came in on this world as an Arcturian starseed, other incarnations. This one I'm not being very clear. I believe more of Angelic in this incarnation. Just what beings are around me at this time and what messages do they have. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. But yeah, you have Arcturian energies at this time. They're just assisting your chakra system at the moment. They're not really saying a whole lot about that. Question 2: what does the soul mother, high lady, I can't pronounce that, have for me? I don't know, just go with the flow. The blessings will find themselves to you. You'll find yourself blessed. You have to do the right thing for not just yourself, but for others. Give to others, and you will definitely see a change in your vibration. Jim F, are there any blue elephants still around me? Yes, there's 2 of them, male and female. Any messages for me? But yeah, elephants are taking you into astral. There's also a gray elephant energy around you. It's more familiar to this earth. But the gray elephant energy, yes, you have many incarnations here as an elephant being, also as a tiger being on this planet, as an animal. They also show you as a lion tamer. That was in ancient times. I'm seeing Rome, ancient Rome. Not as you see as Siegfried and Roy, but a lion expert of that time. And yes, I think it did get attacked and eaten by one, but I can't be 100% on that. You've had a lot of close calls, let's put it that way. I do see you connected to tigers, mostly lions. Tigers, but lions, yeah, that was a tough one. But I believe it was a lion in San Rio. 1 to 11, I haven't been doing so well lately. Can you tell who has been around me? Let's see. Yeah, it's reptilians. And archons, but mostly reptilian presence. They're just not too happy about your presence here. You've been connecting more to yourself, opening up more, healing yourself, healing others, family members, and astral. And so just take it easy, and you will receive a healing. I'll send you energy. You'll get past this. Timelines are getting very rough around this time of the year too, so you're picking up other people's stuff too. Question 2, can I get a message from Archangel Metatron or any archangels? A lot has to do with, I see your energy around many of those that are in poverty at this time, and you're bringing them guidance in astral. And so a lot of that devastation is hitting you. It's hurting you. So you're bringing a healing to yourself. But this is also to help you connect more to your angelic self also. You want to give back to the world, and this is how you're doing so. So I do see children in poverty. I do see that around you. You're bringing assistance to this. And it's coming back to you, but you will bring a healing to yourself. The more you understand it, the more you are making a difference here. The different way to say that. You don't have to go out and save the world. Because remember, those are going through this as part of their contract. But that does not mean they can't receive help. But the help that you're giving is the help they're asking for. They're not asking help for everyone to give them $1 million. They're asking for spiritual guidance. Because it is a test. Some of these souls have been doing some not so friendly things in other incarnations. They need to go through this stuff to find themselves. So find out what's important. So that has a purpose to it. I didn't read all this stuff already. Okay. All right. Miles, blessings, any messages from the Prime Creator? Yes, you're currently going through a healing process of your Syrian connection. I do see you as a Syrian lion being on a Syrian world, a blue lion, humanoid, many incarnations connected to that vibration. You want stubborn, you can connect to that. A lot of blue lions did cause mischief in the universe. You can say they kind of still are. They are here. But you're connecting more to the positive ones, but there are negative ones that are not mentioned hardly ever. But you're connected to the positive ones. It's actually bringing light to these other beings that are here. They're I do see them around Yemen. They like to keep themselves hidden, but they are, and I do feel them around Yemen, so they are causing difficulties. They like to keep themselves, as I say, hidden. But it does seem like a part of you. So there is a mystery around you you're not fully understanding. I believe that will help with it to a certain degree. I'm not sure if that's exactly the question you're looking for, but that's what I got from. I always see, you can say this is a Prime Career opening you up to your galactic world that you're not always familiar with. But I think it's more of a downloaded continent world like that. Question 2, any messages from my friend? From my friend into her family. I can't understand. Anyway. Just no matter the differences, remember to stay together. Of course, you can do whatever you want, but remember you're all incarnated together for a reason. The idea is not always to get along, that we respect each other's point of view. And that's not always easy, as some disconnect from the family altogether because of the point of view. But the idea is to respect each other's thoughts and opinions. And this does, let's see, to show a circle around the family, meaning that everyone in the family, everyone in the family, their minds are all connected. Your energies are all interconnected. No matter where you are in the world, you're all going to be connecting to each other, no matter what. They're all giving assistance to each other in astral, of course. As you're in family, everyone in the world is a family, but your immediate family like this means your astral family also. So you're always traveling together in astral. Some might go off and do their own thing, but you're still connected to your family no matter what. So it just gives you any reason being so you can experience, you're all experiencing each other's experiences together. So some might run out of the family, not have anything to do with it. It doesn't matter because you're still connected. Of course, you don't want somebody to do that, but you're still experiencing that life with them. So the reason for family is to live life together, no matter what you choose. Debbie, why am I waking up around 2 a.m. in the morning and not being able to sleep? Part of that, this is up to you. Drink more water. That's the first thing that came through. But also, it does seem like some of the guides are being slightly stubborn, it seems. I would ask for the archangels to bring a clearing healing to you before you go into your sleep. But yes, this is not doing you too good. It does seem like, it also seems like in astral you're in an area where, I don't think this is going to last too much longer, but that you don't get attacked. The more awake you are, the better. Sometimes, some cases I've picked up on this, like you're awake so nobody latches onto you. Sometimes that's a reason for that. That way that nobody can mess with your body. It does happen. So I think you're protecting yourself. At least what I'm getting from it. I believe this will end, but it does seem like someone in your family is going through some situation at this time. And so you're working with someone in your family through astral, and you're protecting yourself also. But what they recommend is to read a book, listen to music, and this will pass. I know it's very difficult. Yeah, there's nothing worse than that. Yeah, they can't guarantee, they're not giving me a time frame, but it feels like by the end of this week or maybe before. Hopefully tonight. There does seem to be a negative influence around you, yeah, reptilian. Oh no, my experience. Oh yeah, I don't believe it's always reptilian, but sometimes I lay down, like okay, now I'm wide awake. Great. And sometimes I feel that as a reptilian presence. I don't feel them, but I know it's them. So because I've had situations with them. So it seems like something it's astral that some beings are not agreeing what you're doing. So yeah, it's a mixed situation. I believe this will pass soon. Question 2, guide. Who guided me to the land in Texas? Feels like Palladian or Plenty or Palladian guides. I'm getting the name Norris. Yeah, Norris. I don't think it's a guide you knew about, actually, from what I'm picking up on. Not one I knew of either. Eric N., can you tell me if I had any lifetimes involving magic? Several. I'm seeing Houdini, but I believe it was a lifetime before he was Houdini. I see him as a trickster during the Middle Ages. So actually, I think you're more popular than he was during that time. Of course, magic you got to be careful with in the past. See, it's not the devil. Still doing it now. They still see it now, but yes. They're not giving me clear indications, but yes. Yeah, I do see him around you, but you're the adult and he was the kid. Yeah. And I do feel the Merlin energies, but I don't believe you're connected like physically to him, but you are connected to that energy field. Almost like you're like a grandson of his energy or his family, possibly. I'll leave you with that. But yes, definitely. Question 2, any messages for me? Well, the guides are showing your eyesight will improve. I'm not sure if it's physical, but it seems like it's more spiritual eyesight will open up more. Also see like a Palladian, like a roadway. They're opening your direction up so you can see yourself through more. But there is some blockages there, but seems like so you can see more of the future. It seems to be becoming unclouded little by little. We have some synchronicities little by little. That's assistance from the fairies, actually. It seems like there were going to be some kind of movement around your December time period. I'm not sure what that is. I just say December is a key moment in your life. That's all they're saying. I do see love, maybe relationship. I'm not sure if you're in one or not, but we do that. In Aura, is there a soul contract between my boyfriend and me? I feel my shoulder is carrying extra burdens for this. Well, I see him in a past life where he died at a young age, and part of you felt somewhat responsible to a certain degree. Maybe he could have done more, but I don't think he could have done anything. I think he got shot, and it might have been over you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because it feels like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. He's like, two guys got in a fight over you, and one shot him. And so it's now you're reconnecting to him, as you can see. And so maybe it's not always the best relationship, but that is what I'm picking up on. So, see how I feel about that. Question 2, I've had a visit from some carrying aliens. Is one of them a lover from another life? Yes. My root chakra opens up. Yeah, he's helping you find the right direction to you also. And I believe also he helped me connect to that lifetime with you and your boyfriend too. So it seems like you're ready to shine a light on it. And he's also letting you aware of of what's going on. Yeah, some of these I can't answer because membership situation there. Kate, is there a message? Oh, Tate. Sorry, Kate. Tate. Apologies. Is there a message from the highest vibration Andromedans? Yeah, I'm seeing elves around you. Actually, I'm seeing gnomes around you. And the gnome energies had incarnations with them. Possibly you might see them around, physically around you, possibly. Just give an idea of, yeah, possibly. Good luck. That's kind of neat. Yeah, it's possible. Third eye, or maybe even clearer than that. I'm also seeing the sky around you turning blue, not necessarily turn blue physically, but obviously during the day, but I'm seeing it turn blue at night. But not sun with the sun, but like like it's all dark, more like a dark bluish. That's more of a Palladian vibration air connecting to you recently. As for the reason that they're not really going into detail, that's kind of cryptic also, but it does seem like it's like a sign that you're going in the right direction. You might just see a visualization of it in your mind. But it does seem like there's a fourth dimensional energies you're connecting to. The Andromedan energies around you are working on your root chakra. There seemed to be some damage there, slightly from just the stresses of the day. Some of the negativity that people go through, it affects different chakras. Yours is the root chakra at this time. That's a place to bring healing to. Because the idea is to disconnect you from the earth. So it makes you disconnect to, the more you ground, the more you connect to your higher vibrations. Question 2, is there a message from Buddha? Right now, he is assisting you on knowing of your higher self. You're seeing different versions of yourself. A black version of yourself, a blue version of yourself, a Mexican version of yourself, a Chinese version of yourself. And so he's in Astral, you're going through all these other aspects of yourself. Not on this world, but other Earth realities, like other Earth world, other versions of Earth. And you're going through all of them, and you're bringing back data to yourself. Only what you need. He's also showing a child version of yourself that's still growing up in another Earth at this time. Possibly, basically, that youth energy is helping you in this incarnation, because that one's going to be more spiritually awakened than you are right now. And it's like a starseed version that is. Then they kind of stop there. We'll just leave you with that. I'll give it. All right, I'll just leave you with that. I know. Sorry about that, but that's all they got. They stopped it right there. So something for you to connect with. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, Xena. A few days ago, I had an astral meeting with someone. I can't remember who it was. I was told I had been a walk-in for someone, which I also don't remember who it was. Can you see what this was and all about who I was speaking with? It does seem like with the president, but not saying where or who. A president of some kind on this planet. I believe that's why it was kind of fuzzy. Because it feels like, I understand we have another, like of America, we have, even the other president we see is not the president that is the president. It's like a shadow. There's like, I never really see his face anyway. From what I pick up, it's the president of this country, but the president that we don't see. That's what I'm getting. I saw Trump, but it's not Trump. So, yeah. And what was this about? Basically, you're showing, your true self. You're not to be messed with. And also that you're bringing healing to the earth, and there's nothing they can do about it. You mean serious business. Sure. And they've been trying to manipulate your energies, but it's not working. So they've been kind of frustrated with you, actually. So, yeah, you mean serious business. Yeah, because the president here is pretty much almost a dictator of the planet in some regard. Obviously, there's handlers. But yes, there is another president here that we do not see. I've seen him in Astral, but I've never seen his face. I know there's somebody here. I don't get downloads very often, but anyway, you're just. It does seem like they're trying to trick your energies, but I don't believe they're being successful. Questions here. Are there any messages from anyone? Yeah, you're showing other beings that you mean business to, lower energies, plus your reptilians. But the reptilians are you're not being harsh with them. Obviously not. You're just, you're the reptilians that are very difficult to deal with here. You're showing that you do care for them. You're not, I do show you want to be their friend. You don't want to, cause any difficulties. So, but yeah, I do see you around reptilians, and I do see you joking around them like you're going to a bar. So, can't wait. All right, Henry, do I have any messages? Yeah, you're connecting more to your angelic self. There's a version of you that is of an archangel energy, I believe you're aware of. That energy is getting stronger with you every day. It's also working with your blood, meaning your blood is kind of turning into blue blood energies. It's basically your blood type is being rearranged, but most likely you're not be able to feel. You might, but it does seem like the positive beings around you are bringing you assistance. They're changing your perspective also, meaning they're showing you in a room, but also showing you alternative rooms you're choosing on which one to take, basically for your life purpose. You have not made a decision yet either. It shows 3 different rooms. It's basically just you're opening up new opportunities for yourself. You have not chose which one. And I believe they're all good, but they're all different. None of them are negative, but I believe because you want to know more about yourself, right? You want to open yourself up more. And so, yeah, it's going to bring some difficulties, but I believe you will choose the right one. Question 2. No, do I have any messages from Ray, the female positive archon? Yeah, she's working with you to remove low energies around you. Also help you ground to the center of the earth with Mother Mary's energy. Mother Mary's energy is actually working with you greatly. You are testing yourself, and maybe you're getting more tests than you should be going through. You're also trying to open yourself up spiritually, and so the lower beings that are around you are testing you, but also pushing you to open yourself up. Imagine that makes sense. Yes, not easy, but I believe that's going to be changed, so it'll be a little bit easier. But also, you're still going to open yourself up, though, but in a different way, something that makes a little bit more sense to you. All right, Vasco. Lately, been getting goosebumps and pressure around my third eye. What is causing this? And is there any messages from? Feel Arcturian energies. Also, let's see, I picked up. Yeah, Andromedan energies. I do see. Yeah, Andromedan energies basically getting like an Andromedan visitation. Feels. They seem like they're giving you an infusion. I'm seeing leprechauns around you. I'm not sure if you've been a leprechaun. Probably. I am seeing several leprechauns around you. They're all hilarious too. That means it's good luck. The reason I'm seeing that. So, question 2. Girlfriend had a terrifying dream or out-of-body experience. Her and her family were at a funeral home, taking turns to die. Oh, that's interesting. Where each one of them deliberately climbed into a coffin and peacefully closed their eyes. Was this an attack? No, it was not an attack. No, you're opening. She's opening up. The old version of herself is dying, and her family is going with her. It seems. So they're not as closed. They're not closed down as it might seem. So she's actually she's connected. She's the old version is dying, but it was not an attack though. Well, it's sometimes hard to let go of the old ways, isn't it? It's hard to let go of the old. Yeah, so that's pretty. Yeah, it's well. The reason that is so is like because it's like it's you're doing something that's uncomfortable, but also liberating. It seems definitely. You're definitely just going through a transformation. Transformation isn't always the easiest. So, when you hear about what we talk about here, a lot of people say this is all insane, but then they start maybe it's not insane, so they're fighting themselves. So what you're seeing is internal war, fight within oneself. But apparently her family is not as closed down as once thought. All right. Okay. Stacy, are there any messages from the healer, Charlie Goldsmith? Connect what I can to. It's basically just believe more in yourself. You do connect to him in Astral. Make sure I got everybody's question. Okay. Yeah, connect to him in Astral. Recently, he is an Agarthian being at this time. So you do give to him advice. I'm also seeing him around a waterfall of light that you are going through. Basically, you walk through this waterfall, but also when you go through the waterfall, you go into another dimension. It's a place where a lot of beings have wings. It's another part of Agartha where they have like angelic wings on them, more angel wings. It's a place you go to for healing. It's like a spirit side of Agartha, but not fully spirit, but very connected to the spirit world. It just everyone has wings. It's depicted here, not exactly the same, but I am seeing what wings is. It's they're not really going into detail why that's like that, but you don't necessarily need the wings. But it's some people when they connect to Agartha or spirit world, they need to see the wings to know who you are. So I think that's why that's there. So, and he does say like you are giving messages to people all the time in Astral, which is bringing. I see you around children a lot actually. In Astral. Are there any messages for my niece, Clara? Just to be good to yourself. She is doing well, but also the family needs to get together more and get themselves straight. Apparently, she's been kind of hard on them, it seems. Yeah, she says they need to get their act together. So they're just not letting go of their old selves, not letting go of this. The ego that's splitting the family apart. Not to say it's splitting apart, but it could be a lot better conversation-wise because it seems to be bumpy instead of smooth. So more people can get along with the family, just find it difficult to do so because of the personal belief systems are causing. The spirit world is kind of like, you don't have to make it this hard to connect. It seems like, was it the grandmother that's still here or someone? Is the older part of the family are sometimes making life a little bit difficult. So, anyway. All right. Blessings, everyone. Thank you for your questions. And that's all. That's all we got. So, all right. We'll be back tomorrow. Much love.